I used to think that I needed to reach a certain height to feel something, to feel successful. And I know yesterday, if you were watching, I was gonna talk about success. This kind of goes hand in hand with that, I guess, if you want to call it that, but not really. It's more about reaching a level and thinking that once you reach that level, it's going to be that much better, or that once you reach that goal, that it's going to be completed. But the truth is, there's no completion. You just keep going and you keep going. Such is life until your life is over. Now, I know I'm kind of getting deep here, and yesterday's live was deep, but I feel it's important to talk about because it's just a lot of people have these expectations. You know what I mean? Even if they don't have the expectation of exactly how they want something to play out, they have the expectation of, well, if I get here, I'm going to be that much better. If you practice, it can be anything. If you practice at soccer, you like soccer, of course you're going to get better. If you do gymnastics, you're going to be a better gymnast. It's not exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, you get better when you do something and you do it a lot and you're passionate about it. But I'm talking about the level of success that comes with it, or how you think you're going to feel, or how different you think you're going to feel once you reach that point. And it just doesn't work that way. It's very easy to be blinded by other people's success and like what they're doing, and like see where they're at and be like, well, if I just do what they did, I'll get to this point and I'll feel that much better about myself. I'll feel that much more completed. I'll feel good, whatever that point is. And once you reach it, you just realize that you're wanting more. And the whole point of me speaking about this is because it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work where, say you set out to, let's take my own situation for an example. Before I started YouTube, I wanted to make videos. I was toying with the idea. I would edit videos here and there, make little edits. I didn't really know what I was doing. They were kind of like music videos. I'll play some of them. I'll put them up, maybe on YouTube, or if you follow me on other social accounts, maybe I'll put it there. But they were nothing to like, they weren't great, but they were cool. They had a vibe to them. It's just not what you expect. It's not, damn, I'm losing my train of thought here on what I'm trying to say. It's kind of hard to pinpoint and know how you're going to feel once you reach that status. There we go. Once you get there, it's like a totally different feeling. Like, you can't put your finger on it. And for me, again, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was getting into. But once I reached that status, I thought it was going to be a lot better. And I formed my style. I got better at what I was doing, and I figured it out. I didn't have it like all the way figured out because I don't feel like I do, and I still don't feel like I'm at that point. But you're always kind of reaching for something, right? And so I was like, all I want to do is get better. I want to figure this out. I want to be able to create videos that make sense, that people can get value from. They'll understand my point, or whatever the style of video that I'm making for this. And yeah, all those things were good, but I just wanted to be able to make videos that I couldn't do at that time. I wanted to make stuff that I could only imagine at that point. Like, I just didn't have the skill yet. It was still developing. And so I was like, once I get to this point, I'll feel better about myself. I'll feel like a true creative. And once I got to that point, nothing changed. Was I stoked for a little bit? Yes, but it wore off. And then I was reaching for more. I was like, now I'll do this style. And this is kind of where, I don't know how to explain my style, but this is how I want it to be, whatever that is. And again, I want it to be something that's tangible and something that's much better and something that that will wow people. And I had all these like ideas in my head and skills that I wanted to possess. And I got better and better and better. But that feeling of like feeling the void or feeling like I had accomplished something wasn't there. Like, do I take a minute or a moment to be like, wow, I made all of these videos. I feel good about them. They're fully edited videos. They tell a story from A to B. They make sense. I do my research. I mean, the whole nine. I'm like thorough about my video making. Like, when I make a video, I look at it more like a mini movie. Maybe some have different ideas, but that's kind of like how I look at it, right? Like, this is a movie. This is movie one, movie two, whatever. You know, however many you make. But you have this like this big idea that you're gonna make this, and so many people are gonna love it. You're gonna gain all types of attention, and you're gonna get all types of subscribers, and it's just gonna go up from there, right? And there's nothing wrong with having a positive attitude, because I've always remained positive even at my lowest. But it's not what I thought it would be, and that's okay. But I definitely imagined myself being in a way different position, or feeling differently, like a lot different than what I felt. But the truth is, I don't feel any different. None of that has changed. And I don't want anybody to take this as a negative. But I think that we always have this ideology that once we get over this hump, or we cross this river, whatever term you want to use, that things are going to be so much better. And I don't necessarily mean like better as in like keep a positive attitude type ordeal and things will get better, because they will, but they're just not going to get better to a degree that you have in mind. That just doesn't exist. So, I mean, it all really kind of does form and fall into expectations. But that's a good prime example. When I started, I had no idea, but that's besides the point. But I had this idea that it's going to go like this. And then from there, it's going to go like that. And then from there, I'm going to elevate myself to such a higher level that, and it's not about like fame. It's not about anything like that. It's just about completing goals. Completing goals that I set out for myself to reach. And every time I've met those goals, it's not been this big lavish feeling of, oh my God, I did it. And I don't want to make it, and again, I stress this, I don't want to make this as a negative. It's more about being realistic, right? There's nothing wrong with having dreams. There's nothing wrong for trying to, go after your dreams or going after your dreams, because that's exactly what I'm doing. And I advise anybody that if they want to go after the dream, go after your dream. Hang on a second, guys. More time. So hopefully I didn't disrupt anything. That's not what I'm saying. Go balls to the wall. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I understand that you have to make an income, right? Like, unfortunately, we have to make money. That's how life is. That's the way things are set. And we may not be able to devote all of our time into doing that certain thing that you're passionate about. But if you love something enough, you can find your way around it, and you can go after and work on your passion. But it's just not what you think it's going to be. Like, and that's actually a very powerful thing to know that. And I think anybody that kind of, even if they're not in a position where maybe they're going after the dream, maybe they don't know what their passion is, that's okay. It doesn't have to be that way. I mean, your passion could be anything, but besides reaching a goal or having something in mind where you want to hit, it's still very worth going after. It's still very worth putting in the effort. You only live once, and as cliche as that sounds, I mean, it's true. I mean, well, at least from what I know, I mean, I don't know what happens after you're dead. I don't think, obviously, any of us know what happens after you die. But yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself in any way. It's about just keeping in mind that you still, it's good to keep a level head while you're going after your dream, whatever you're chasing. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think we're constantly reaching for things, and we're telling ourselves that once we get here, we just have to make it to here. And once we make it to here, it's going to be better. We just got to make it to this spot, and then we can make it to that spot. And I don't think that that's wrong in the grand scheme of things. But I also think that, you know what? I want to say it in a way that I don't confuse anybody. Let's say it like this. Let's say it like, I mean, obviously the stuff that I said earlier, you understand, I would think. But let's say it like, always go after what you're passionate about. Always try to meet your goals and do what you got to do to make those goals happen. And there, you know, there's nothing wrong with doing whatever you got to do or say whatever you got to say to yourself mentally to get to a different point, you know, because like people will say like, just make it to the end of the week, and, you know, just tell yourself to make it to the end of the week, and then you can relax or whatever. And all I'm trying to say and highlight here is that that really doesn't exist. Like you can mentally say to yourself like, I got to get through this, and that's fine. But just know that like the battle is never really over. So what I'm ultimately trying to say is make peace with yourself as you're working at these things. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be somebody that, in order for you to be happy, you have to obtain something. So that's really the answer. Maybe not the answer, but that's really the whole purpose as to why I'm even talking about this at all. It's more about just finding something that makes you happy, and if you can fall in love with the process, even better. But being comfortable, maybe not comfortable, but being what's a better word for it? Being content with where you're at. And I understand that maybe you're in a position that you hate. Maybe you're in a position that it's not working for you and something needs to change. And I know that feeling. And fight for that. Go after those feelings. All I'm saying is that when you get to those points, that it's not necessarily going to, don't give your hopes up. It's not necessarily going to be that much better. You know what I mean? But what I can say is that if you keep going and you keep doing whatever that is that you want to go after, like, keep doing that. Do what makes you happy. Keep going for it. You are going to get better at it. You are going to elevate. It may be small, or maybe you elevate big, but happiness comes within. It's a mind frame. It's a perspective. So I think just learning to be content as you're working at whatever you're working at. That's kind of it. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I know sometimes I go pretty deep there, but I wanted to sum that up. I wanted to sum it up for anybody that that maybe thought I was getting complex as talking about it, but I would think that everybody understands what I'm saying here. So yeah, I mean, that's just the main takeaway. If I need to sum it up, I'll sum it up right now. Just being content with however you're going at it, finding a sense of, I don't know if this is a word, contemption, or being content, or at least being able to deal with whatever it is you're dealing with. And I mean, life's rough, you know what I mean? Not all the time, but like my video yesterday with the whole roller coaster of emotion type thing, you know, life can be like that. But yeah, find happiness within yourself, and that's all you need, you know. And don't let this is something else I could talk about, but I'll just very, very briefly talk about this. Don't let distractions get in the way. Don't let the noise get in the way. Don't let what other people think. Don't let what people tell you to do. Don't listen to people like that. If you have a gut instinct, or you believe that you can do something, then by all means do that. Don't let people take that away from you. Don't let people rob that of you. For one, it's not their place to say. And two, their opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion and the way you see things and the way you think about yourself is like a reflection outward. I'm sorry to hear that. Having hobbies and different hobbies really helps with depression or feeling depressed. And sometimes you may feel like you don't want to do certain things because you're so badly depressed. But if you're able to look past it, and I understand that some diagnosis, it's a little more than just being like, you're okay and, you know, go out there, whatever. I mean, I like to think that way. My opinion may be different from other people. I like to think mentally as in like, well, if I want to do this, I'm going to do this. And I think, you know, I'm not a doctor or anything, But I I think that mental strength and finding it somewhere, whether it's like a song that motivates you, or a movie, or maybe somebody that's able to like give you strength and kind of rub off on you, and it really helps with putting your own energy into things. It really helps with it just helps. It helps. That's nice. No, but it just it does a lot for you. Motivation does a lot for you. Like, and being motivated by maybe watching somebody else or talking to somebody else, or what I should really say is finding somebody that you can look up to. That could really help with when you're feeling down. And sometimes you just feel down, you know what I mean? Sometimes there's not really like a big reason for it. You just kind of feel burnt out, or it can be many reasons, but like just like finding something to kind of get you back in there. I have never tasted water. No, but I just wanted to talk about that. I don't want to like, stay on here forever because I do got to get back to work. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. And you know what, real quick, I want to say something. That's the reason why I like to end these videos after I say what I want to say. I like talking to you guys, but I don't want the message to not hit. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's important for me to like say the message, whatever it is, and then, sometimes I'll hang out if it's like, of course, when I go live, like, I like talking to you guys, but when I have something to say like that, sometimes I want to just bring the message, because I don't want it to get like lost in translation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want something else to be bigger than what the message is, and then maybe someone's not watching the video because of that. They're watching it because of something else. I'm all right now. I'm actually working. I'm on a break right now. That's kind of why. I mean, if you have been watching this, I do deliveries, so it's one of my jobs, and so that's why I'm in the car a lot of times. Plus, I mean, like, it's a car. It's like I look at it like a little mini house. You got heat, you got lights. The plus side is you're mobile. So, oh yeah, here's your answer. So water tastes like nothing. $13 minutes, huh? How many breaks do you get? Okay. 2 half-hour breaks or 2 15-minute breaks? It's usually what, two 15-minute breaks? Something like that? Where is the cat? What do you mean, where is the cat? Oh, that's nice. I remember this one place I worked for, it had two 15-minute breaks, and then we got a half hour for lunch. But I guess, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it is now. I haven't worked underneath anybody in probably, I think it's going on 4 years now since I've worked. I mean, you know, honestly, my bad for assuming. I don't even know what you do, but for me, it just makes me think of like working for a place or something. And yeah, it's been like 4 years now since I've worked underneath somebody, and I was just thinking of like a structure like that, very structured. Like this isn't structured. I can take a break whenever I want, and that's great, but I limit that because, well, if I'm taking breaks all the time, I'm not working. And I could see how that could become a problem, maybe. Like if somebody is, you know what I mean, like not invested in making money and getting distracted by doing other things. Being your own boss, you know what I mean? You gotta have that discipline. I was about to put my seatbelt on, and I'm like, why am I gonna restrict myself? I'm not driving yet. Like, there's no point to putting my seatbelt on right now. Habit, I guess. Let me see how much to do anything. Every time I click off of here, I have no idea. So, I know the last 2 lives, somebody said that it cut off before I ended it, and that was not something that I did on my end. I'm not sure what happened there. So my apologies if you were on the live when that happened. Am I? Am I still lagging? What about now? Am I still lagging? Okay. All right. Oh, cops. I don't know if you can see the lights. They're flashing. I'm literally in the city right now. Here, let me show you my view. In Center City. Very busy city. Oh crap, I don't know what I did. It's not really much to look at where I'm at, but I was looking at that clock tower. Kind of cool. I don't think any of you guys were wondering, but if you're wondering why I always have it at this angle, like where the phone's down here, is because I have like this magnet hands-free setup. So I just stick the phone right on there and I'm good to go. It stays on too, it's like pretty strong. Doesn't move or anything. All right, well, maybe I will go live a little later or something, but I need to get back to work. I've been on the live for almost 30 minutes now. And I mean, guys, this has been really cool for me. I'm liking doing this. I definitely want to do it in better lighting, of course, and maybe somewhere else. Maybe do something too. Maybe go somewhere. I don't know. Do something other than like being in my car all the time, but I'm kind of on a mission right now. I'm trying to get my money up, so I've been working a lot. And so, because of that, you see me in my car. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here, but Hey, thank you so much. Check out the videos. Like, these are the lives. This is something that honestly I only started, what, 10 days ago doing, and I've been doing it every day. I'm not a streamer per se. I don't consider myself to be a streamer. This is something new for me. Have I gone live before? Yeah. But up until this point, I've never gone live like this, to be honest with you. My videos are much better because I'm able to plan out and do certain things. Whenever I'm on a live, it's literally a thing of, hey, I have this thought, I want to talk about it, or I just jump on and whatever happens, happens. That's kind of like how I've been treating this. So I appreciate anybody that tunes in, but seriously, when I say that, like, I stand by my work, I make quality content. I'm never gonna say please. I'm never gonna beg anybody, but I will say, if you like my videos, consider subscribing. It supports me. It allows me to make more content, and well, that's what we want here, right? We want more videos. I want to put out more videos, and it makes me be able to afford to do something like that as well. So yeah, consider subscribing. Check out my videos. Check out my videos, Ashley. Yeah, I think you'll see from the content that I make that I'm a very creative person. I don't like to box myself in and do like one specific style of content. Although I'll say that my overall niche, I guess you could say, is storytelling. Well, it is. But if I had to say what my niche is, it's storytelling. I mean, I have plans for a lot of other things to come in the future, and videos that I've never even done yet that I want to do. So I have big plans for the future. I'm just at a standstill right now. If you guys noticed, I don't know if you saw my other live before, but my computer is basically broken. So I'm working overtime right now because I need to buy a new computer. That's a big reason why. Also because it's Christmas time and I need to be able to get gifts and things like that. But because of that, I can't put any videos out because my computer, or my laptop I should say, isn't allowing me to export content. So that's why you haven't seen a new video from me. That's why I've been going live every day. Not necessarily to compensate for that, but I was like, you know what, I might as well take this time to do something different. And I'm a person that likes to challenge myself and do something that I may not be comfortable with. But I was like, through going live, I'm sure I'll get more comfortable doing it. And this is like practice, you know what I mean? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like, I miss my mark, I don't say something, or something gets left out, or I don't know. The video doesn't come out the way that I want it to. It's live, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, not that I want this to happen, but like, somebody could like plow into me right now, even though I'm parked. Someone could just drive into me and something could happen. I mean, you just don't know, you know what I mean? So yeah, I was just like, let me just take this time to go live. I can't export any videos right now. I've got videos that are edited. Oh my god, I said it so like so slow. I got videos that are edited. I've got videos that are I've got footage to put together. I've got stuff that I want to put out, but I can't. So this is what I have right now. So this is what I'm doing, and this is what, you know, I made my mind up that I would do until I could put another video out. So there you have it. All right, guys, it's getting on 35 minutes almost. I've got to get out of here. I'll see you next time. All right, bye.